You know, when they talk about is it a buyer's market or a seller's market, right now is probably the closest thing we've seen to a buyer's market in the last 5 years. Currently, the reason being, currently we have about 3 times the amount of active properties for sale than we did in the last, back in 2020, 2021, we were in the lower 4,000s. Now we're up nearly 12,000 properties for sale. So how's that affecting sellers? Well, these homes are sitting on the market for average of almost 60 days, 2 months. Remember when we couldn't have you'd have to have an offer in within the first weekend in order to have a chance to get a property. So right now you're able to put an offer in below list. I mean, I've helped some of my clients, one of my recent clients, save over $200,000 on his purchase, and you're able to get closing costs paid for, you're able to get a 2-1 buy down paid for. So between those two considerations, we have 3 times the amount of properties, and they're sitting for 2 to 3 months on the market. That just gives buyers more power. As far as listing your property, you're going to have to be the best home for the best price, and you don't want to be the person that lists their house hoping to get X amount, but slowly chipping away at that price over the next 6 to 8 weeks, hoping to finally get an offer. You want to come on strong, because those first 2 weeks are when it really counts. You're going to get your offers if you've got the house price competitively. So look around, have your agent show you what other properties are listed that are within your radius, to see where you could even go schedule a showing and walk through to see how they compare to yours. You'd have to have a buyer's agency agreement signed now in order to go see properties. So, but if you have your listing agent, have them take you see some properties and see where you need to come in at with your price in order to get offers. You want to be in the best condition for the best price. If you're going to be in the same condition, you just expect to be sitting on the market just as long as your neighbors are. It's all about price when it comes right down to it. Somebody's going to make an offer if it's a good deal. So yes, we've got them sitting there longer, and we've got more listings. If you are listing your property and you want to get that thing sold, another strategy is to offer a 2-1 buy down. Instead of constantly chunking away, taking away, chipping away at that price, you want to offer something that the buyers can really use to afford that home, and that's the 2-1 buy down. That's prepaying the interest for your buyer. So for the first couple of years, lowering their payment, and in the next couple of years, you might hope that the rates are going to drop, which there's never a guarantee. So don't listen to those agents that say date the rate and buy the house, because there's been people sitting on their house now for a couple of years paying 6.5%, 7%, and it's still pretty much above 6% across the board. We do hope that it will be going down here in the next 6 months. I think there's expectations that it will. So, if you got into a home and you were able to get a 2-1 buy down from the seller, prepaid for by the seller, then you would have some time to have a lower payment before you refinanced into a permanent 30-year fixed lower rate. Anyway, that is your little update for where we're at. It's definitely as close to a buyer's market as we've seen in a long time. Reach out to me if you want to go look at some homes, and that's all I got for you today.